guys, welcome to today's video. Today we're gonna be just sitting down and getting glam on a budget. I look high-end, but it's really not. Just go ahead and keep watching. Thank you so much for being here today, and let's get started. Something about like a pony that makes me feel so like luxe. I don't know. So starting off, I'm gonna use the NYX Hydra Touch primer, and since we are gonna be wearing like kind of like long wearing glam makeup, I am gonna prime today. I typically don't prime, I just put moisturizer. I do need a little bit of hydration, and then also something that the makeup will stick to. Like super tacky. I have never tried this one before. I did get it in a haul, but let's just give it a try today. Let that sink into the skin before we go in with any makeup. I'm gonna use a wet sponge today because I was not lazy and I went to the bathroom and I wet it before the video. So use my all-time favorite foundation, the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Dewy. I feel like this provides amazing coverage. It is really long lasting. It makes your skin look very glowy and healthy and fresh. The thing I don't like about this foundation is the applicator. It's like a little paddle. And apply some on my sponge. Begin applying it on the face. And I always start out on my cheeks and then blend outward. That's just what works for me. And you see how that was like so easy to blend. Don't forget your ears, down your neck. Like evened out my skin tone and provided me great coverage, all while making me look very healthy and glowy, which is ultimately what we want. So the remainder of the product on the sponge, I'm just gonna bring it on my forehead because I don't have much to cover on my forehead. And then also blend along your hairline so nothing looks fake, you know? Now that we have an even base, we're gonna go ahead and highlight with concealer. And I do have, you find the Wet n Wild Incognito. I love this one because it has full coverage, and then it also lasts all day without creasing under my eyes. And then also the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo. This is an all-time favorite. I'm gonna take my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo and then apply it on these areas here just to lift the eye. Using the Incognito from Wet n Wild. I'm gonna place that in the inner corner because it is like a peachier tone, so that's gonna really brighten in there. You don't have to go in with two. I'm just like being picky because I really love both of them and I have a hard time deciding like which one should I use. So none of them feel bad. I'm just gonna use both. And also I'm just gonna take a little bit of the e.l.f. one just to like even out my skin, like the center points of my face. So I'm not just bright under my eyes, just like in the center of my face. I'm gonna start blending out right in the areas where I want less coverage. So I'm gonna let the inner corner sit and then I'll blend for last. So I'm just gonna start out tapping like the inner, the outer portion of the eye, and then blend it on my crease as well, just to make everything more even and cancel out any veins or darkness that I do have there. I'm gonna set my face with the Maybelline Fit Me powder. I have been really liking this one. I'm just gonna dip my sponge directly and then just start setting the outside of the eye here, the other side, and then I'm gonna leave the inner corners for last because I do have to go back in with my sponge and then get rid of any creases that I know I have there. I keep saying that, but it's the truth. When I set my eyes with a sponge, I get less creasing. I'm not really sure why that is. I'm gonna set the rest of my face because I do want to keep that dew that we have going on. I take this putty blush from e.l.f. in this shade Turks and Caicos. All right, hopefully it doesn't break up like the powder I put here. And take my finger. I've never tried this one before, but I am gonna apply it on the high points of the cheek because I am gonna go in for like a more lifted effect. And I've been really loving this technique. I shouldn't have put powder first, so I guess now I know, because it is kind of breaking up the powder underneath. The wash of color, not my favorite blush. I'm not really into cream blushes, but I'm trying to love them. Using a stippling brush in my L'Oreal Paradise What Are You shade Just Curious. Just gonna set that blush and then build it up as well. If you were to concentrate the blush only on the apples of your cheeks, then you would look a little bit more round. I do like to drag it up here and then also the bridge of the nose just to look sun-kissed. Using the Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer in the shade Take It to Brazil. I find that this shade is a little bit too light for me, so I am going to have to build it up a little bit. You see there's like barely anything there, so I do have to go like heavy-handed. Forehead just to make it look smaller, and you can definitely see like my flyaways here, like, so I'm just going to look down. We look a little bit more bronzy. Let's go in with some highlights, and I'm using the Believe Beauty Highlights in Champagne Kiss. This is amazing from Dollar General. It's not even $5. So good. Let me just show you. Like, look at that. I'm gonna take my finger and tap it on the high points of the cheek. A little bit on the nose. And then we're gonna put some under our eyebrows once we're done with the brows. I am gonna get to right now, and I'm using my NYX Microbrow pencil. I'm gonna speed through this real quick so I don't bore you to death. Now just to set them, I'm gonna use my Believe Beauty Brow Gel, also from Dollar General. It's just a styling gel. It has a little bit of pigment. Okay, so I'm gonna clean them up a little bit with some concealer, and I'm just gonna take the Incognito one in the back of my hand like so, and then I'm just gonna take like a flat brush, some of that, and then just clean it up. Okay, we're just gonna leave it like this and pretend that they look good, just like I say in every single video. You wanna do like kind of like a smoked out wing type of thing. So I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Bite Size Palette in Truffles. So really good neutrals. You have like a black, and then you have like a couple of browns and like a metallic for the lid. So I'm just gonna use this. I'm just gonna use the light brown and then just put that on the crease just for some dimension. Okay, and now I'm gonna take a flat brush and I'm just gonna create my wing. I'm just gonna take that black in the same palette. It's a little bit shimmery. Hopefully it doesn't come up as shimmery on my eye. And I find that this is like way easier than using like liquid liner if you're scared of liquid liner like I am. And I'm just gonna do it like from half of my eye out. I'm not gonna bring it all the way in so it doesn't look too close up, you know? This black is like super pigmented. These are so not even. This always happens to me. Just a sec. Okay, so that took me forever, and I am well aware they're not even still, but we're gonna do lashes, so don't you worry. This is gonna all look put together in a second. I'm gonna move on to mascara. I'm using my Maybelline Sky High just to coat my lashes a little bit before lashes. I'm gonna use the Ardell Wispies, and I ripped this off, so I'm not really sure what number these are, so yay me. I haven't used these in forever. I'm a little bit scared to put on false lashes because I feel like I'm not that good with them. I don't really have that much practice. I'll find it somewhere and then link it on the description box. So this is what they look like, and I feel like I have used these before. I'm not really sure. Let's see if they fit my eye. Yeah, so I might need to cut these, and I'm gonna cut them just at the end right there. That much. The Duo glue in the green letters. This is like the best glue ever. Put the center on first, outer corner, leave the inner corner. It feels kind of weird and uncomfortable. This is why I hate wearing lashes. I need more practice. So I'm just gonna put the other one on off camera just to save us some time, and I'll be right back. Okay, so that took a little bit, but finally I got them on. So now I'm just gonna add some mascara to my lower lashes. I figured I would do like a different type of lip because I always do like nude orangey lips. So I figured I would take this one from NYX. This is in the shade, is that Lead Everything? Is that what this one's called? I'm a bit scared to put this pink on my lips because when I use the other color, the nude one, it stays on my lips for like 2 days. So I have to go in with like a scrub to take that off. Wish me luck. Oh, and while that sets down, I'm just gonna take a brush and highlight my brow bone and my inner corners with the same highlight that I used from Believe Beauty. Guys, and finally, we're gonna do some setting spray. I'm using the Morphe Continuous Mist. I always feel like overwhelmed when applying setting spray. I'm like, should I really do this? Yeah, let's just go ahead and do it. Really hope you enjoyed the look and hopefully get you into using some of the products here that I used today. Everything that I used is drugstore and it is amazing quality. So look glam like a freaking Kardashian or something and you need to spend all your money on high-end products. So if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give me a big thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. I do post twice a week. I'll see you on my next one. Bye!